Hi, Aries. This is Eileen with your November 2017 tarot card reading. And what we're starting with for the beginning of the month is the Six of Swords. And with the Six of Swords, it looks like you're moving away from some difficult circumstances that you've had in the past. Um, for some of you, this may be recent difficulties, but and that you're finally moving away from those onto better times. But I feel like for some of you also, the difficulties were really maybe a further back, but they've been haunting you. They've been somehow you've still, until recently, still felt connected to these circumstances that were in your life. It may have been financial, it may have been relationship. I feel like with some people, it may have been like a combination of relationship and financial issues that were going on. And it just feels like it was there were some difficult times. And so because of the way it affected you, even though for some of you it may have been a good while back, maybe a year or 2 years ago or whatever, it's haunted you. And then for others, I feel like it was more recent. But the good news is that we're starting out the month here, it looks like, with a number of you moving on now, moving forward after having these difficulties. And I feel a sense of calm, of peacefulness for a lot of you, because it's almost like it took a while, maybe for some of you, for it to sink in that the things that happened in the past are over, because sometimes it's easy to still emotionally feel repercussions from difficulties that we've had, and it might take a while just to really get over them, even if you're not still physically experiencing them. So this is a very good omen here. It's a good start for a lot of you to the month of November, that you're moving on and there's a sense of peace and calm now that's going to be taking over. So, and then next what we have is the Ten of Wands. And I'm feeling like a number of you might be feeling a bit overburdened. And you're just, sometime you might even be feeling like you're going to stumble and fall and you can't even get back up, that you're exhausted. Uh, I would recommend that you try to step away from the situation. Maybe you're just working real hard at your job, plus you go home and you do a lot of work at home or whatever, and it's just feeling just overwhelmed. So I would recommend that you try to step back the best you can and look at your circumstances objectively and see if maybe there's a few ways that you can, I don't know if it's just maybe if there's some non-necessity things you've been doing, that you can kind of set those aside or ask someone else to help you with those things, and try to streamline a little bit so that you're not so overwhelmed and overburdened. But I feel like even though sometimes you might feel like you just can't go on, I feel there's a sense of strength, inner strength here. And Aries is known to be strong anyway. And it's like a lot of times you might be feeling like maybe you could stumble and fall and you're just exhausted, but Aries is very strong. And I get a lot of strength here, that you will keep going. You're going to keep moving until you get to where you need to go. So, but try to find ways to balance things for yourself. Okay, and then we have the Knight of Wands. And with the Knight of Wands, now this could be for some of you a move to a new location. Now, with Wands, this is fire. And again, Aries is a fire sign anyway. Um, it's quick action. So if some of you have been looking, searching for a new place to move to or whatever, you want to be watchful if this is a time that you do want to move to a different location, because something might come up all of a sudden that's just what you're looking for, and so you need to be ready to act quickly. Now, on the other hand, for others of you, this could be a relationship matter with someone new. And this, typically the Knight of Wands, might be someone, well, maybe in their 20s, 30s, something like that, possibly 40-ish. I'm feeling someone in there, more in there, not more than 30s for some of you, 20s, 30s. So depending on what age bracket you're in, I'm feeling there is a new relationship. And this person would be possibly another fire sign, and which can be fun. and so he's quick to speak and quick to act. And let's see here. I am just feeling there's an attraction. So this guy might be, if it's a guy, this could be male or female. This person, I feel like, has already noticed you. So whoever I'm talking about here, this might be for one message, might be for one of you or a number of people who are watching this video. I do feel you have an admirer, and he's watching. He feels like he's probably a nice looking guy also. If it's a guy, like I said, this could be male or female, but a nice looking person, I should say. And I'm getting a kind of a nice energy, nice good energy from this person, kind of happy and upbeat, and but not real sure, not overly confident actually about approaching you. So whoever this is, I'm wondering, this person might be a little either your age or a little younger than you, is what I'm feeling like, whoever this is for. And so they're not, they're admiring you, and they're not really sure if you would feel the same for them. So they're not overly confident. So they have enough confidence, but still they're being cautious. So I feel like this person is watching and may finally speak up and approach, and it could be someone you're already acquainted with, that you're around, circulating around you. Like, if, let's say, if you go to school, it might be someone who's maybe shares a class with you, or that you see around the campus or something, or possibly in your work area, if there's some young man that you've noticed that might be, as I mentioned, whoever this is for, this person's either around your age or a little younger. They might be just around. Maybe it's someone who does business with the company you work for, or possibly they work around there, but not right alongside of you. They might be in another department or another branch or something like that. So, but they're definitely noticing you. This might be someone you've already been chatting with and talking to. That's a possibility. So be on the lookout. This does represent a nice kind of fun, upbeat romance, though. So be on the lookout. Whoever this is for, this might be, it could be one person, it could be a few of you. So, and then also in regards to moving and relocating, now that would apply to some other people too. Okay, we have the Tower here. And I am getting some people being caught by surprise, and maybe feeling like something, the rug got pulled out from under them all of a sudden, or something like that. Just something they didn't expect. And one thing I am getting from maybe for some of you there is that it might have to do with an existing relationship, where someone just says something to you that you're in a relationship with that totally throws you off, that you didn't expect this person to say. They might just say something kind of that comes across mean, and or kind of sarcastic. I don't know, just something that's insulting in some way, that's very inconsiderate and mean, and you totally didn't expect that from this person. So part of it could be that. Now, let me look at this and see. Yeah, it just feels like it takes, some of you are going to be caught by surprise. And I don't want to make it sound like it's some terrible thing going on. It's more, for me, what I'm tuning into are some kind of relationship matters that catch someone, or maybe more than someone, by surprise. That's upsetting. And so it could be kind of discussing things and clearing the air, getting feelings known. It's almost like someone that you've been involved with, they've been keeping some things to themselves that they were thinking and not really saying it. And then all of a sudden, they say something that really comes across hurtful. And so I do feel you need to be ready to pick yourself up and brush yourself off and decide if it's worth discussing with this person and talking things out, clearing the air, or if maybe whatever they said is so upsetting to you that you don't even want to be involved with them anymore. And then I feel like for others, this Tower card is representing something in their life that they felt, again, they felt like they thought they were on solid ground and found out they're not, that they've kind of, I feel like for some of you, there's some situation that you really weren't giving attention to that should have had the attention. But I don't mean to scare anyone. I'm not getting the impression of it being anything terrible. To me, these are things that just come up, whether it's in relationships or just day-to-day life, things that come up out of the blue. So what it looks like is just being prepared for unexpected things, and then look at things more objectively and decide that you're going to build on a more solid ground going forward, because it just looks like something that was going to happen anyway that's been culminating, and where you just need to decide, okay, maybe I didn't really look at that the right way. Maybe I didn't really look at all the factors in this, whether it's a relationship or something else around your home life or whatever, or in your work environment. And now I'm going to build a more solid foundation for myself. So I feel like that's what the message is. Focus on building a solid foundation, whether it's in a relationship or in some other matter in your life. It's more like an advice. To me, it's more like advice about being more cautious going forward about, what we're doing. And then you have here the Ace of Cups. And with the Ace of Cups, see if you can see this card okay. Let me see. Now this does indicate a new beginning and possibly a new relationship, but it's a good card for new beginnings in your home and your relationships. Just and cups usually are associated with love and feelings and emotions. And this one, let me see here. I am feeling that some of you may be celebrating in a romantic manner in November, celebrating with a loved one, a romantic partner, I should say, because that's what I'm seeing here, that there's going to be it's possible that someone is going to be getting engaged in November, or just some of you who are in a relationship, that you're going to be solidifying your relationship or agreeing that you're in love or something along those lines. And then for some of you, I feel like it's a new relationship. But I do feel that some of you who are already in relationships, that it's, oh, Rocco, please, I'm sorry, that's our Siberian Husky. He's not happy with me at my desk for too many hours. Some of you who have been in a relationship, and I'm especially picking up on people who maybe have not been in a relationship, in a present relationship for a long time, that maybe it's been a number of months, or maybe it's recent months or a year or something, maybe 2 years, and that you're more feeling more solid and really more like you really are in love, or like you're making plans. You do want to be with this person going forward, and it's mutual. And so I'm just having the sense of a couple sitting at a table and holding up a glass. It might, to me, it's like a glass of champagne or wine or something. I don't know. They're just kind of celebrating their relationship, their love for one another. So this is a very good card for a number of you. So that's good to see. Okay, and then what we have here is the Star card. This is a beautiful card, the Star. And let's see if you can see that okay. Let's see. And this pertains to better times ahead, that the Star is helping you to achieve success. So I'm especially feeling that some of you who have been working at your job, and I'm tuning into some people, some of you or one of you, someone's in an artistic field, and they're starting to see results. They already know they're good at their craft or whatever it is they do, and it feels artistic to me. And it feels like they're feeling good, that they're reaping the rewards of the work and the time and the efforts they've put in over a period of time. And so this is very encouraging. So it looks like continued success and good feelings here, and kind of a sense of feeling spiritually uplifted. It's like the Star is lighting your way and guiding you. And so for a number of you, I do feel that this is a good omen for a lot of you, Aries, and that where you've put your attention, and those of you, I feel like also on a spiritual level, those of you who have been focusing on your spirit, the spiritual part of your life, that you're feeling more, how shall I say it, more comfortable, more secure in who you are spiritually, and it just feels like forward movement in that area. Like you feel like you're moving forward. You feel like you just have more of a sense of purpose in your lives. And so I feel like for a number of you, this is just a lot of you, Aries, this is a really good omen to be popping up in your reading this month. So this is really, really good here. And then let's see. Okay, then we have the Queen of Cups. And now the Queen of Cups, let me see what I'm getting here. The Queen of Cups does relate to a woman who is very secure and very, someone who's considerate, who has a nice personality typically. She's just kind of a kind, sensitive person. Let's see here. And she may seem detached here. And what I'm getting, let me see, I need to tune into this better. Okay, this is what I'm getting here, because I'm tuning in on a psychic level. I'm not just giving the meanings of the cards. I'm getting, now, for some of you, a feeling, even though you're comfortable in your life, comfortable in your circumstances, maybe financially or physically or whatever, you're basically living a comfortable life overall, there's a feeling of some longing. Now, some of you may be missing a loved one. So some of you might have someone who's out of town, out of the country. And there could be some of you who have partners, spouses, whatever, that are even in the military in a way. Because I'm feeling a sense of longing and some loneliness, but nothing terrible. It's not like you're feeling really sad or depressed. It's more of a sense of feeling a little detached, and the way she's looking out, I'm getting that she's looking out for her loved one, that she's missing her loved one and feeling kind of lonely. And now that's for some of you. Now I'm also getting, let me look at this a little further. For some of you, you might just be longing for the right love for you to come into your life. I'm just getting a sense of detachment and longing, but it's nothing serious. It's not like anything that's going to make you cry or stay up all night or anything like that. It just feels like, okay, yeah, I know I've accomplished certain things or my life is fairly comfortable overall, but I have a sense of longing for maybe for the right partner and someone who really complements me, someone who would really be a good match for me. I'm getting that for some of you. That just this little sense of life is overall pretty good, but it's not really complete. That you want a partner to complete things for you. So, okay, let me move along here. Okay, and then we've got the Six of Cups. Now, the Six of Cups, what that relates to is something or someone from the past. Let's see if you can see this okay, and I need to look at it myself. Someone, possibly an old flame, an old love, or even an old friend possibly coming back into your life. So now whatever this is, if it's a person such as an old love or an old friend coming back, it's like it was something that was possibly a good relationship in the past, and for whatever reason, maybe things didn't work out, or who knows what, maybe you moved away from one another or whatever. This person comes back into your life, and there's a potential of it being a good relationship if they come back. Good, maybe for the friendship to be good or the relationship, whatever. And then if it's not a relationship issue, I'm just noticing this little kitty cat here in the corner looking at me. If it's not a relationship, if it's not a relationship, it could be some other circumstance in your life that was good. It was a good experience. It could be work related or just something, maybe a place that you lived that you were happy and having a good time, or a certain type of work you were doing, or some other circumstance from the past that worked out well for you at that time. That could be making, you could renew that. That could be, maybe it's not the same situation, but maybe something like it that reminds you of that, that's very much like something you were doing well with in the past, that you can recreate it and do it again now. So for those of you, and I am feeling I'm talking to somebody here about this now, that I'm feeling I'm striking a chord with someone in particular who may have done some kind of work, and it may have been some type of, I'm even wondering if it was work with their hands, but some type of work that they made money at, that they did well, or something like that, and they enjoyed it. It was natural. It was something they were pretty good at anyway. It just came natural to them. That they'll have a chance again to do that and make money if they did well money-wise, or enjoy themselves, enjoy the work, and bringing that back to fruition again. And this kitty, I don't know what this kitty is telling me. It reminds me of our neighbor kitty that's always over here. Let's see if I can get something from this kitty cat here, too, while I'm here. I don't know what to say about the kitty. The kitty's just looking at me. All right. Okay, next, you got the Ten of Cups. Let's see here. Ten of Cups. Okay. And this is just a wonderful card. I like this card, the Ten of Cups. So this pertains to love, marriage, a happy home life. And there's that kitty again. I don't know if it's the same one or not. Could be. Let's see here. Okay, now, for a number of you, yes, this could pertain to a possible marriage, or your marriage getting stronger now if you've already been married. But so it's a good card, happy home life. This is a good card in general for you, Aries. Now, let me see, I'm tuning in particular, though, for someone here. Okay, this is what I'm getting for one or some of you. I don't know who this is. You'll know when you hear it. It looks like, okay, let me try to focus on this. I'm getting that some of you, there has been a relationship and you're not real sure of this partner. You're not real certain if this is who you want to spend your life with. And they're feeling a little insecure. That's what I'm feeling like. So I'm feeling like they're hoping you'll accept them. I'm really wondering if maybe they messed up a little bit along the way. Nothing terrible, but maybe some little missteps along the way. Lack of communication or not following up when they were supposed to follow up. Some of those little aggravating things that add up. And you're really trying to decide if you want to continue, if you really maybe even broke up with this person. And you're trying to decide if you want to get back together with them or give them another chance. You're not so sure, though. I feel like this person has, I'm getting more, like this is a nice person. The person is nice. They're not, I'm not feeling this was somebody mean that treated you bad. This was, what I'm getting more, this person acts kind of innocent. Almost like they didn't mean to hurt you. They didn't mean to do whatever. But I feel like they can be a little irresponsible in the relationship. It's like you and this person may have supposedly have an understanding that you're seeing each other on a regular basis or that you're going to be in contact by telephone or whatever. And somehow this person has kind of disappeared. They don't follow through. They don't show up. And then they've got some flimsy excuse. So it's almost like, do you really, you're feeling, wondering, do I really want to continue with this person, or am I better off cutting the cord, moving on? Because this is not me. If I say I'm going to be somewhere at a certain time, I'm there. Or if I can't be, I'm going to call and say, hey, I'm running late, or I can't go, or whatever. And you expect the same in return. So this person, this other party, though, he or she does care. They want to be with you. They care about you. They can't seem to help themselves is what I'm getting. There's some sense of irresponsibility to some extent. They might do fine holding down a job and doing other things and whatever. But for some reason in relationships, I just feel like haven't had real good follow through in relationships as far as really doing what they said they're going to do, or show up just when they say they're going to show up, or call you when you're expecting a call. And it's not like you're being controlling. It's like they just go missing almost. It's like you're expecting to hear from this person or see them, and you don't hear from them. You don't see them. It's like they disappear for a few days or so, maybe a week even. I don't know. So whoever this is, the person does care about you. I want to tell you that. They do care. I feel like what's with them is it's a childlike quality. There's some immaturity here. This person's been this way all their life, and they act kind of innocent. They always feel like, well, I didn't do anything wrong, or I didn't mean to do that, or you know, I got caught up in XYZ and I forgot to call or whatever. So I just feel like I hate to tell you one way or the other. It's kind of aggravating though. So listen to your intuition. If you might want to have a real honest discussion with them and let them know if they're not going to start following through, if they're not committed enough to be serious about the relationship, that maybe you're better off going your separate ways. You know, no harm, no hurt feelings, no just, hey, you know, we'll just be friends or whatever. I mean, this could make a good friend for you if you don't continue in a romantic relationship. So that's the message I'm getting on that for someone who will be listening or seeing this video. You'll know who you are. Okay, and then we have the Nine of Swords. Okay, so with the Nine of Swords, we're looking at Some of you who may just be, here's what I'm getting right now, overstressed, just really stressed, and from work requirements and personal matters and money. I'm even feeling like some of you have been worrying about money. Um, some of you have just not felt supported. Like you don't feel like you have a mate or a partner who's just there for you that you can lean on when you're having a difficult time, or maybe something upsetting happens, you know, sometimes there's a car problem, or there's who knows what. Somebody at work is giving you a bad time or whatever, or an unexpected bill comes in. Just those things that happen in life that we all have. Now, keep in mind here, these swords, it's the Nine of Swords. The swords are not touching her body, okay? So what this represents is just being fearful. It's just going to fear. Okay, Rocco, I'm almost finished here, puppy. Okay, he's getting impatient with me. Um, Rocco, I understand. Please wait a few. Oh my God. Okay. he's losing patience here. Okay. Anyway, the advice here, try your best to detach from the situation. Look at it objectively. For me, I'm a big believer in God and my guardian angels. Whenever I feel this way, I just have to look to God and my guardian angels and ask them for guidance, ask them for protection, just guidance, and help me to just ask them for healing, because a lot of times we just need to be healed, not just physically healed, but emotionally and spiritually get some healing energy. And that's the way I turn if I'm just feeling this way, like just really worried and fearful and everything, because a lot of times we're worrying about worst case scenarios that never happen. And so that's the advice here. Try to be objective, try to step outside of your situation, and just have faith, and think about how you want things to turn out. Don't be thinking about what you're fearful of things turning out, okay? Try to look at it and try to be as calm as you can. When you're calm, your angels, your guardian angels, can communicate with you easier also. Okay, and then what we're going to do now, I'm going to just pull, if Rocco will allow it here, I'm going to pull a couple of cards from the Doreen Virtue. I don't know if I mentioned it to begin with, but I'm using this card deck is the Gilded Tarot by Shiro Marchetti. Okay, and then I'm going to pull just a few cards from Doreen Virtue Fairy Tarot cards, and I just love those. They're so pretty and charming, so I'll pull a few of those. Let me do that real quick. Oh, if anyone wants a private reading, my information, my contact info, and rates are listed below. And also be sure and subscribe to my channel. I will be doing relationship and romance readings coming up, not right this minute, but coming up soon. And check your rising and moon signs also, in case you didn't hear any messages that you felt resonated with you. Be sure and check your rising sign and your moon sign. Okay. All right. Okay, puppy, please. Let's see. He is getting very impatient. Rocco has certain rules around the house, and one of them is that he does not like me being at my desk for extended periods, especially when it's getting to be evening time. Okay. Let's see now. We're going to get, I'm just going to pull 3 cards from the fairy deck here, the Doreen Virtue fairy deck. Okay. All right, let's see what we have here. Okay. First one is Prince of Winter. I don't know if you can see that. This is so cute. I love this little polar bear. Intellectual, determined, focused, impulsive. Okay, let's see. Seek out an intellectual solution to your problem. The need to act quickly and decisively. Sudden or unexpected changes. Okay, this hits on a few different things here. Look, seek out an intellectual solution to your problem. Nine of Swords. I would relate that to that card. The need to act quickly and decisively. That goes back to the Knight of Wands in case someone is looking for maybe to move, to relocate. Something might come up all of a sudden, sudden or unexpected changes. Well, that's the tarot we were talking about. Okay, let's see. Now let's see what's next here. Okay, Three of Autumn. Let's see if you can see this. Okay, follow your passion when it comes to your career. Be the best at what you do, being compensated for your creative talents. Okay, well, this is really good. I thought I saw something in here too about someone who was in a creative field that I commented on. Where was that? I know I did. Oh, was it the Star? Whatever. There it is. That's a good card. I love that. Okay, follow your passion when it comes to your career. I like that. Okay, so that's that one. And then we have the Ace of Autumn. Okay, let's see. Ace of Autumn, a windfall of money, advice, or assistance from others. A very successful project. A happy change in your career. Oh, I love that. Okay, a windfall of money, advice, assistance, successful project, happy change in your career. Great cards. Okay, now I want to see what the Archangel Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue have to say. Where's that deck? Oh, here they are. Okay. All right, these are the Archangels. So I'm going to shuffle these a little bit and pull some of these cards. Well, this one just poked right out at me, so I got to bring this one out. Relationship harmony. Archangel Raguel. We angels are opening the hearts of everyone involved. Arguments and conflicts are being resolved now. I like that. That's a good card. Okay, let me finish shuffling though, because that one just kind of jumped out, so that's why I took it. Okay, let's see. Okay. Okay, here we go. We have life review. Let's see if you can see that. Okay, life review. Archangel Jeremiah, take inventory of your life and resolve to change or heal anything that is unbalanced. Okay, that's good advice, especially in light of some of these. Like, look, Ten of Wands, feeling overwhelmed. Nine of Swords, worrying needlessly. So, take inventory of your life and resolve to change or heal anything that is unbalanced. Okay. All right, so we're done here. And be sure and subscribe to my channel. I will be doing relationship and romance readings coming up. And I think I'll be using my Angel Tarot cards that I've used over the years in my readings. These cards are just various decks that I'm enjoying using. But for the relationship readings, I expect to be using my Angel Tarot cards that I've had in my readings for many, many years. And okay, great. So have a good November, Aries, and we'll do this again soon.